Looking back on the years since then, what would you consider the legacy of US-China normalization?
Well, this is a process that began with a cynical strategic move to offset Soviet power.
Right.
When the Soviet Union invaded Afghanistan, it posed a challenge to the direct interests, geopolitical interests of both China and the United States. And China, from being a sort of protected state, meaning a state whose existence was geopolitically important to the United States, became an entente partner, meaning a limited partner for a limited purpose, which was to oppose the Soviet occupation of Afghanistan and the annexation of Afghanistan into the Soviet bloc that it implied. So the relationship changed from passive to active. Several things happened. The United States developed a very close intelligence relationship with China, which included the establishment of listening posts on Chinese territory aimed at following Soviet troop and naval movements and at watching Soviet weapons development in Central Asia. This is a program that became quite robust. Second, the Chinese began to help the United States by selling us weapons for use by the Afghan Mujahideen, in addition to having their own program. And in 1987, which was the peak year for that cooperation, we spent $613 million on Chinese weaponry for the Mujahideen. And finally, the Chinese supplied us with Soviet equipment. They manufactured MiG-21s in Chengdu and taught our pilots how to fly them Soviet style so that we could practice for the war that blessedly never came with the Soviet Union. So this was a relationship that was strategically extremely important. And when Carter was defeated by Ronald Reagan in 1980, Reagan came in with the idea that he would essentially restore the pre-normalization relationship with Taiwan and downgrade relations with Beijing. When he found out about the levels of cooperation I just described, he abandoned that thought. So this proved to be a very important anchor in the relationship. And by the way, it also accounts for George H.W. Bush's reluctance after the Tiananmen student and worker uprising was put down to break relations with China or to cease communication with China.
Right.
He wanted to retain these very valuable elements of the relationship, which were unknown to the public at the time.
Mm-hmm.